Chapter 1: Awakening to the Present. In the opening chapter of The Power of Now, Tolle introduces readers to the concept of awakening to the present moment. He emphasizes the importance of transcending the incessant mental noise that dominates our lives and reconnecting with the deeper reality that lies beyond thought. Tolle shares his own journey of awakening, recounting the pivotal moment when he experienced a profound shift in consciousness that forever changed the course of his life. Through poignant anecdotes and insightful teachings, Tolle elucidates the transformative power of presence. He encourages readers to cultivate a state of alert attention to the present moment, free from the burden of past regrets and future anxieties. Tolle invites readers to explore the nature of their own consciousness, encouraging them to inquire into the fundamental question, who am I beyond my thoughts and emotions? With clarity and compassion, Tolle guides readers towards the realization that true fulfillment can only be found in the timeless now. He offers practical exercises for cultivating presence in everyday life, inviting readers to experiment with simple techniques for quieting the mind and accessing the profound peace that arises when we fully embrace the present moment. Through the pages of The Power of Now, readers are invited to embark on a transformative journey of self-discovery, where they can awaken to the infinite possibilities that unfold when we learn to live fully in the present moment. Chapter 2: The Nature of Consciousness. In Chapter 2, Tolle delves into the nature of consciousness, inviting readers to explore the fundamental essence of their being. He elucidates how consciousness is not limited to the realm of thought but encompasses a vast, timeless presence that underlies all of existence. Tolle encourages readers to shift their identification from the mind to the deeper dimension of consciousness, where true liberation is found. Drawing from various spiritual traditions and his own experiences, Tolle illuminates the interconnectedness of all life through the lens of consciousness. He invites readers to recognize that the same essence of consciousness that animates their own being is present in every living creature, fostering a sense of unity and interconnectedness with the world around them. Through practical exercises and meditative practices, Tolle guides readers in deepening their awareness of consciousness as the underlying fabric of reality. He invites them to explore the spaciousness and stillness that lie beyond the incessant chatter of the mind, tapping into the timeless wisdom that arises when we abide in the present moment. As readers journey deeper into the exploration of consciousness, they begin to glimpse the vastness of their own being and the interconnected web of existence that binds all of creation together. Through Tolle's gentle guidance, readers discover that true fulfillment is not found in the pursuit of external goals but in the timeless presence of their own being. Chapter 3: Escaping the Prison of the Mind. In Chapter 3, Tolle delves into the pervasive influence of the ego and its role in creating suffering and discontent in our lives. He invites readers to examine the patterns of thought and behavior that perpetuate the illusion of separation and limitation, trapping us in a cycle of fear, anxiety, and dissatisfaction. Tolle illuminates how the ego thrives on identification with past experiences and future projections, keeping us trapped in a mental prison of our own making. He encourages readers to become aware of the incessant stream of thoughts that arise from the egoic mind, recognizing them as the primary source of suffering in their lives. Through practical teachings and experimental exercises, Tolle offers readers tools for disengaging from the grip of the ego and reclaiming their true essence. He invites them to cultivate a state of inner spaciousness and stillness, where they can observe the workings of the mind without becoming entangled in its dramas and narratives. As readers learn to disidentify from the egoic mind, they discover a newfound sense of freedom and empowerment that arises from aligning with the present moment. They realize that true liberation is not found in escaping from the challenges of life, but in embracing them fully and meeting them with presence and awareness. Through Tolle's compassionate guidance, readers learn to break free from the prison of the mind and step into the boundless freedom that arises when we awaken to the power of now. They discover that true fulfillment is not found in the pursuit of external validation or material possessions, but in the deep sense of peace and contentment that arises when we abide in the timeless presence of our own being. Chapter 4: Dissolving the Ego. In Chapter 4, Tolle continues to explore the theme of liberation from the ego, delving deeper into the mechanisms through which it maintains its hold over our lives. He invites readers to examine the subtle ways in which the ego operates, subtly influencing our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. Tolle elucidates how the ego thrives on resistance to the present moment, constantly seeking to assert its dominance and control over our lives. He offers insights into the nature of egoic patterns such as judgment, blame, and resentment, revealing how they serve to reinforce the illusion of separation and division. Through practical exercises and meditative practices, Tolle guides readers in disentangling themselves from the grip of the ego and reclaiming their true power. He invites them to cultivate a state of inner surrender, where they can let go of the need to identify with their thoughts and emotions, and instead, rest in the spaciousness of pure awareness. As readers learn to dissolve the egoic structures that keep them trapped in suffering, they begin to experience a profound sense of liberation and expansion. They realize that true freedom is not found in the pursuit of external goals or the attainment of worldly success, but in the relinquishment of all attachments and the surrender to the flow of life. Through Tolle's compassionate guidance, readers discover that the dissolution of the ego is not a loss, but a profound homecoming to the essence of who they truly are. They awaken to the realization that they are not separate from life, but an integral part of the vast tapestry of existence, boundless and limitless in their true nature. Chapter 5: The Illusion of Time. In Chapter 5, Tolle turns his attention to the concept of time and its role in perpetuating the illusion of separation and limitation. He invites readers to examine their relationship to time and explore how the mind's tendency to dwell on the past or anticipate the future prevents them from fully inhabiting the present moment. Tolle elucidates how the mind creates a false sense of continuity through the concept of time, projecting itself into past memories or future fantasies, thereby obscuring the timeless reality of the present. He offers insights into the nature of psychological time, revealing how it perpetuates the cycle of suffering by keeping us trapped in a state of discontent and longing. Through practical teachings and experimental exercises, Tolle guides readers in transcending the illusion of time and accessing the timeless dimension of being. He invites them to cultivate a state of presence that is free from the constraints of past conditioning or future expectations, where they can fully immerse themselves in the richness of each moment. As readers learn to let go of their attachment to the past and future, they discover a newfound sense of spaciousness and freedom that arises from being fully present. They realize that true fulfillment is not found in chasing after fleeting pleasures or accomplishments, but in the deep sense of aliveness that arises when we embrace the eternal now. Through Tolle's gentle guidance, readers learn to release their grip on time and step into the boundless expanse of the present moment. They discover that the past is but a memory, the future but a dream, and that the only reality is the timeless now, where true peace and fulfillment are always available. Chapter 6: Acceptance and Surrender. In Chapter 6, Tolle explores the transformative power of acceptance and surrender in navigating the challenges and uncertainties of life. He invites readers to embrace the paradoxical truth that true strength arises not from resistance but from yielding to the flow of existence. Tolle elucidates how acceptance is not passive resignation but an active engagement with reality as it is. He offers insights into the nature of suffering and reveals how our resistance to the present moment only amplifies our pain. Through practical teachings and experimental exercises, Tolle guides readers in cultivating a state of radical acceptance, where they can embrace life's challenges with open-heartedness and equanimity. Surrender, Tolle explains, is the ultimate act of letting go, relinquishing the illusion of control and trusting in the wisdom of life itself. He invites readers to surrender not to defeat but to the intelligence of the universe, recognizing that true power arises from aligning with the natural flow of existence. As readers learn to surrender to the present moment, they discover a profound sense of peace and liberation that arises from relinquishing the need to struggle against life. They realize that true freedom is found not in the pursuit of external goals or the attainment of worldly success, but in the surrender to what is, here and now. Through Tolle's compassionate guidance, readers discover that acceptance and surrender are not acts of weakness, but expressions of profound strength and wisdom. They learn to embrace life's challenges with courage and grace, trusting in the inherent goodness of existence and opening themselves to the boundless possibilities that arise when we surrender to the flow of life. Chapter 7: Finding Your Inner Peace. In Chapter 7, Tolle invites readers to embark on a journey of self-discovery and inner exploration in search of lasting peace and fulfillment. He elucidates how true peace is not dependent on external circumstances but arises from within, as we learn to quiet the restless chatter of the mind and abide in the stillness of our own being. Tolle offers practical teachings and meditative practices for cultivating inner peace, guiding readers in deepening their awareness of the present moment and accessing the inherent tranquility that lies at the core of their being. He invites them to explore the spaciousness and silence that underlie all of existence, discovering that true peace is not something to be attained, but a state of being that is always available, here and now. As readers journey deeper into the exploration of inner peace, they begin to uncover the sources of inner turmoil and unrest that prevent them from experiencing true fulfillment. They learn to recognize the patterns of thought and behavior that keep them trapped in a cycle of suffering, and they discover that true peace arises not from changing external circumstances but from transforming their relationship to the present moment. Through Tolle's gentle guidance, readers learn to cultivate a deep sense of inner peace that is unaffected by the ups and downs of life. They discover that true peace is not found in the pursuit of external validation or material possessions, but in the deep sense of contentment that arises when we abide in the timeless presence of our own being. Chapter 8: The Joy of Being. In Chapter 8, Tolle explores the profound joy that arises from simply being present to the moment. He invites readers to shift their focus from the pursuit of external pleasures to the inherent joy that emanates from the core of their being. Tolle elucidates how true joy is not dependent on external circumstances but arises from a deep sense of inner fulfillment and contentment. He offers insights into the nature of happiness, revealing that it is not found in the attainment of goals or the accumulation of possessions, but in the recognition of the timeless essence of our own being. Through practical teachings and experimental exercises, Tolle guides readers in tapping into the wellspring of joy that lies within. He invites them to cultivate a state of gratitude and appreciation for the simple pleasures of life, recognizing that true happiness is found not in the pursuit of future desires, but in the full embrace of the present moment. As readers learn to let go of their attachment to external sources of happiness, they discover a profound sense of joy that arises from within. They realize that true fulfillment is not found in the pursuit of pleasure or the avoidance of pain, but in the deep sense of aliveness that arises when we fully engage with life, here and now. Through Tolle's compassionate guidance, readers learn to access the boundless joy that lies at the core of their being, discovering that true happiness is not something to be sought after but a state of being that is always available, here and now. Chapter 9: Mindfulness in Everyday Life. In Chapter 9, Tolle explores the practice of mindfulness as a transformative tool for bringing greater awareness and presence to every moment of life. He invites readers to cultivate a state of mindful awareness that permeates their everyday activities, allowing them to fully engage with life with clarity and presence. Tolle elucidates how mindfulness is not limited to formal meditation practice but can be integrated into every aspect of daily life. He offers practical teachings and experimental exercises for developing mindfulness in activities such as eating, walking, and even washing the dishes, inviting readers to bring a sense of awareness and presence to each moment. Through the practice of mindfulness, readers learn to break free from the autopilot mode of living and awaken to the richness and beauty of each moment. They discover that true fulfillment is not found in the pursuit of future goals or the accumulation of possessions, but in the deep sense of aliveness that arises when we fully engage with the present moment. As readers cultivate mindfulness in their everyday lives, they begin to experience a profound shift in their relationship to themselves and the world around them. They discover that true peace and fulfillment are not found in the pursuit of external pleasures, but in the deep sense of presence and aliveness that arises when we fully inhabit the present moment. Through Tolle's compassionate guidance, readers learn to cultivate mindfulness as a way of life, discovering that true happiness is not found in the pursuit of future desires, but in the full embrace of the present moment, here and now. Chapter 10: Letting Go of Fear and Anxiety. In Chapter 10, Tolle delves into the nature of fear and anxiety, offering insights and practical guidance for transcending these limiting emotions and finding inner peace. He invites readers to recognize that fear and anxiety arise from a perceived threat to the ego's sense of identity and control, and that true liberation comes from transcending this identification and embracing the present moment with courage and equanimity. Tolle elucidates how fear and anxiety are rooted in the mind's tendency to project into the future, imagining worst-case scenarios and creating a sense of impending doom. He offers practical teachings and experimental exercises for breaking free from the grip of fear, inviting readers to cultivate a state of presence that is free from the tyranny of anxious thoughts and emotions. Through the practice of mindfulness and self-inquiry, readers learn to disidentify from the fearful stories generated by the mind and connect with the deeper dimension of their being. They discover that true courage arises not from the absence of fear but from the willingness to face it with open-heartedness and resilience. As readers let go of their attachment to fear and anxiety, they experience a profound sense of liberation and empowerment. They realize that true peace is not found in the absence of challenges or difficulties, but in the courage to meet them with presence and awareness. Through Tolle's compassionate guidance, readers learn to embrace fear as a teacher and a catalyst for growth, recognizing that it is only by facing our fears that we can transcend them and discover the boundless freedom that arises when we fully embrace the present moment. Chapter 11, Freedom from Emotional Pain. In Chapter 11, Tolle explores the nature of emotional pain and offers guidance for finding freedom from its grip. He invites readers to recognize that emotional pain arises from the mind's attachment to past traumas and grievances, and that true healing comes from releasing this attachment and embracing the present moment with compassion and acceptance. Tolle elucidates how emotional pain is perpetuated by the mind's tendency to rehash past hurts and grievances, keeping us trapped in a cycle of suffering. He offers practical teachings and experimental exercises for breaking free from the grip of emotional pain, inviting readers to cultivate a state of presence that is free from the burden of past traumas and resentments. Through the practice of forgiveness and self-compassion, readers learn to release the emotional baggage that weighs them down and connect with the deeper dimension of their being. They discover that true healing arises not from dwelling on past hurts or seeking revenge, but from the willingness to let go and embrace the present moment with an open heart. As readers let go of their attachment to emotional pain, they experience a profound sense of liberation and wholeness. They realize that true peace is not found in holding on to grudges or seeking retribution, but in the ability to forgive and move forward with grace and compassion. Through Tolle's compassionate guidance, readers learn to embrace emotional pain as an opportunity for growth and transformation, recognizing that it is only by facing our pain with courage and compassion that we can find true freedom and peace of mind. Chapter 12, Cultivating Inner Stillness. In Chapter 12, Tolle explores the profound practice of cultivating inner stillness as a pathway to deeper presence and peace. He invites readers to recognize that amidst the chaos and noise of the external world, there exists a profound wellspring of tranquility within each of us, waiting to be tapped into. Tolle elucidates how inner stillness is not the absence of external noise, but a state of being that transcends the fluctuations of the mind and emotions. He offers practical teachings and experimental exercises for cultivating inner stillness, guiding readers to quiet the restless chatter of the mind and connect with the underlying peace that lies at the core of their being. Through the practice of meditation and mindfulness, readers learn to anchor themselves in the present moment and access the deep well of stillness that resides within. They discover that true peace is not found in the pursuit of external distractions or the avoidance of discomfort, but in the ability to abide in the silent presence of their own being. As readers cultivate inner stillness, they begin to experience a profound sense of peace and contentment that permeates every aspect of their lives. They realize that true fulfillment is not found in the pursuit of external achievements or the accumulation of possessions, but in the deep sense of aliveness that arises when we rest in the eternal now. Through Tolle's compassionate guidance, readers learn to cultivate inner stillness as a way of life, discovering that true happiness is not found in the pursuit of future desires, but in the full embrace of the present moment, here and now. Chapter 13, Living in Harmony with the Universe. In Chapter 13, Tolle explores the interconnectedness of all life and offers guidance for living in harmony with the universe. He invites readers to recognize that they are not separate from the world around them, but an integral part of the vast web of existence, interconnected and interdependent with all of creation. Tolle elucidates how living in harmony with the universe is not about conforming to external standards or expectations, but about aligning with the natural flow of life. He offers practical teachings and experimental exercises for attuning oneself to the rhythms of nature and connecting with the deeper intelligence that animates all of creation. Through the practice of mindfulness and presence, readers learn to cultivate a sense of reverence and awe for the miracle of existence. They discover that true fulfillment is not found in the pursuit of personal gain or the domination of nature, but in the recognition of our interconnectedness and interdependence with all living beings. As readers deepen their connection to the universe, they begin to experience a profound sense of peace and harmony that arises from aligning with the natural order of things. They realize that true happiness is not found in the pursuit of external achievements or the accumulation of possessions, but in the deep sense of connection and belonging that arises when we recognize ourselves as part of something greater than ourselves. Through Tolle's compassionate guidance, readers learn to live in harmony with the universe as a way of life, discovering that true fulfillment is found not in the pursuit of personal gain but in the cultivation of compassion, gratitude, and reverence for all of life. Chapter 14, Compassion and Connection. In Chapter 14, Tolle explores the transformative power of compassion and connection in fostering greater harmony and well-being in our lives and in the world. He invites readers to recognize that compassion is not merely a moral virtue but a fundamental aspect of our humanity, essential for cultivating deeper connections with ourselves, others, and the world around us. Tolle elucidates how compassion arises from the recognition of our shared humanity and interconnectedness with all living beings. He offers practical teachings and experimental exercises for cultivating compassion in everyday life, guiding readers to extend kindness, empathy, and understanding towards themselves and others. Through the practice of loving-kindness meditation and self-inquiry, readers learn to develop a heart-centered approach to life that fosters greater harmony and connection. They discover that true fulfillment is not found in the pursuit of personal gain or the accumulation of possessions, but in the ability to open their hearts to the joys and sorrows of the world with courage and compassion. As readers deepen their capacity for compassion and connection, they begin to experience a profound sense of belonging and interconnectedness with all of life. They realize that true happiness is not found in the pursuit of external achievements or the gratification of selfish desires, but in the cultivation of loving relationships and a sense of belonging to something greater than themselves. Through Tolle's compassionate guidance, readers learn to cultivate compassion and connection as a way of life, discovering that true fulfillment is found not in the pursuit of personal gain but in the cultivation of kindness, empathy, and understanding towards themselves and all beings. The Path to Enlightenment. In the final chapter, Tolle offers readers a roadmap for navigating the path to enlightenment, the ultimate realization of our true nature and the culmination of our spiritual journey. He invites readers to recognize that enlightenment is not a distant goal to be attained, but a present reality to be discovered within ourselves. Tolle elucidates how enlightenment is not about transcending the world or escaping from the challenges of life, but about fully embracing the present moment with awareness and presence. He offers practical teachings and experimental exercises for awakening to our true nature as timeless beings, beyond the limitations of the egoic mind. Through the practice of self-inquiry and meditation, readers learn to dissolve the barriers that separate them from their essential nature and awaken to the truth of who they are. They discover that enlightenment is not a state of attainment, but a process of unfolding, a journey of self-discovery that leads us back to the timeless essence of our being. As readers embark on the path to enlightenment, they begin to experience a profound sense of liberation and wholeness that permeates every aspect of their lives. They realize that true fulfillment is not found in the pursuit of external achievements or the accumulation of possessions, but in the deep sense of aliveness and presence that arises when we awaken to our true nature. Through Tolle's compassionate guidance, readers learn to embrace the path to enlightenment as a way of life, discovering that true happiness is found not in the pursuit of external goals, but in the realization of our inherent divinity and the timeless truth that lies at the core of our being. Conclusion: embracing the power of now. In this transformative journey through the power of now, Eckhart Tolle has offered readers profound insights and practical guidance for awakening to the timeless truth that lies beyond the incessant chatter of the mind. Through the exploration of themes such as presence, consciousness, acceptance, and compassion, Tolle has illuminated the path to true liberation and inner peace. At the heart of Tolle's teachings is the invitation to embrace the power of now, the eternal present moment, as the gateway to deeper fulfillment and spiritual awakening. He reminds readers that the past is but a memory, the future but a dream, and that the only reality is the timeless now, where true peace and fulfillment are always available. Through practical exercises, meditative practices, and insightful teachings, Tolle guides readers on a journey of self-discovery and inner transformation, inviting them to awaken to the boundless potential that lies within each of us. He offers a roadmap for navigating the challenges and uncertainties of life with grace and courage, reminding readers that true happiness is found not in the pursuit of external goals or the accumulation of possessions, but in the deep sense of aliveness and presence that arises when we fully embrace the present moment. As readers integrate Tolle's teachings into their daily lives, they discover that true fulfillment is not found in the pursuit of external validation or material success, but in the deep sense of peace and contentment that arises when we align with the timeless truth of our own being. They learn to release their attachment to the past and future, letting go of the burdens that weigh them down, and stepping into the boundless freedom that arises when we live fully in the present moment. In the end, The Power of Now is not just a book, but a guidebook for living a life of meaning, purpose, and joy. It is a reminder that true happiness is not found in the pursuit of external pleasures or the avoidance of pain, but in the ability to embrace life with open-heartedness and courage, to meet each moment with presence and awareness, and to discover the profound peace that arises when we surrender to the flow of life with trust and acceptance. As readers close the pages of The Power of Now, they carry with them the timeless wisdom and guidance of Eckhart Tolle, knowing that the journey to awakening is not a destination but a lifelong process of unfolding, a journey of self-discovery and inner transformation that leads us back to the truth of who we are, timeless beings, forever rooted in the power of now.